In this program, I will show you how to use different method of list class. I have imported two packages here, java.awt and applet package, and declare class list 1, 2, 3, 4, and created two object of list class. OS is one of the object and browser. Inside init method, write OS new list 2 comma true. List class will create a drop down list. 2 means number of entries will be visible, 2 means number of entries will be visible, and this true means multiple selection is there. Suppose if you keep false here, then only one entries from the list will be selected. I have added here list of operating system, Windows XP, Windows NT, and Unix operating system. Then I have created one more list here by using object browser. List 2 comma false. 2 means again two entries, initially two entries are visible, and false means only one item from the list is selected. I have added three browsers: Netscape, Internet Explorer, Mozilla. Select browser.select one. Select method is used to highlight the entries at particular index. Suppose if we are writing here browser select one means these entries will be highlighted Internet Explorer. Suppose if you are writing to here, Mozilla will be highlighted initially. Then once you create the object of list class, there are two object of list class, OS and browser. That object we need to add in applet window. Here added add OS and add browser. Then we are using different methods of list class here. For that we need paint method to display the result. Here I have declared variable string because get item method return type is string and it two indicates the specified index. This method is used to return the string associated with the index 2. As mentioned here at index 2 OS, at index 2 this is 0th location, this is one location, and this is Unix is the second location. Means by using this method and with this statement it will return Unix. Then second method I have called here get selected item. Get selected item will return the selected string from the list. Means suppose if you are selecting here one Windows XP, then this method will return the Windows XP. But in this case, we need to move the mouse pointer to the particular location and that string will be returned. Then int count equal to os.getItemCount method. This method return type is integer. That's why I have declared variable here integer. This method will return how many entries are there in the list. I have called this method on object OS. That's why it will return how many entries are there in the list connected to the OS object. There are how many entries are there? There are three entries: Windows XP, Windows NT, and Unix. Then here output will be 3. In this way, same methods we can use with the browser object also. Save this file. I have already saved this file, and the next procedure is to run the file. Then go to command prompt and write here Java file name list 1234.java. Then again run this program by using method applet viewer, using command applet viewer. Then I got this output. Initially, why these two entries are visible here, Windows XP and Windows NT. I have added three entries in with OS object and three entries with the browser object. But they are showing only two here because of we have written in constructor 2 comma true and browser constructor 2 comma false. In this, we have one entry is once you click here, one entry is there in the drop down list. Okay, there are three entries total, and here also there are three entries. And why this portion, why this entry is highlighted here? Because we have written browser.select one. That's why string associated at index 1 is highlighted here. And this output from OS Unix. Why got this Unix here? Because the Unix is at second location and we have used method os.getItem in bracket 2. 2 means get item method return will return the string associated with the index 2. That's why we got output here Unix. Then this get selected item is null initially because we have not selected any entries from the OS object. Then suppose if you are selecting Windows NT, you will get here Windows NT. Then number of entries are 3. Why 3? Because of there are 3 entries in the list. See here, Windows XP, Windows NT and Unix. Here we can select the multiple entries because OS we have created the object and we have written 2 comma true. That's why multiple selection is there. In this way we can select the multiple entries, but in browser object we have written false. That's why only one entry is selected at a time. There is no multiple choice multiple selection option because we have kept that parameter as a false. Then suppose if you want output here, get selected item, then select particular entries from the list. Then we got here output Windows NT. Thank you.